it's Jessie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff here on YouTube, but I am also coming to you from my blog at jessiemariereads.com. I am here with something very different for my channel today. I have a quick to-be-read pile to share with you. Tomorrow, on Saturday, April 23rd, 2016, is the, I don't even know which edition, but it's the Dewey's 24-hour Readathon. And for the first time ever, I am getting to participate. This is a readathon that takes place twice a year, once in April, once in October. The October edition is always on a Virginia Tech football weekend. The April edition is always my birthday weekend / the spring Virginia Tech football game exhibition game weekend. So I've never been able to participate because I've been in Blacksburg for those various football events. But this year, we're not going to the game, and I am going to read for 24 hours. I don't know how this is going to go because it's my first time ever doing anything like this. I've never done a 24-hour readathon before, so we shall see what happens. I am in the process of gathering snacks and whatnot close to me and easy to make things and working on planning out my day. But I thought that I would come to you here and share the books on my to-be-read pile. I have a big stack here of books that I have planned, but I am also reserving the right to sort of pull from my shelves whatever I feel like reading. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first book I've got here is Wake by Lisa McMahon. This is a book that's been on my shelves for a really long time. The reason that I've chosen this is that it's really short. It's only 210 pages. And this is a young adult. And I believe it's on the fantasy side of things, but it's also got humongous margins. So I have a feeling this is going to be a really fast read and really excellent for a readathon. So that's Wake, and it is the first in a series. So there's that. Next, I have something that's probably going to embarrass me among the bookish community. It is my first Victoria Schwab book, and that is The Archived. I have all of her books, with the exception of The Near Witch, I believe, but I have yet to grab any of them. So I'm going to start with The Archived, and this is one of the full-length books that I would really like to get to tomorrow at some point. Okay, next is another short book. I have read both of its predecessors in a single day, so this should be a really good one to do. This is Monument 14, Savage Drift. This is the third book in the trilogy. And it is written by Emmy Laybourne. Emmy Laybourne, you might recognize, she is a small-time actress turned author. I have to tell you that the first book was pretty decent. The second book pissed me off, quite honest. It was a bit ridiculous. So I'm hoping that this third book sort of picks up where the first book left off and we get a good finish to the series. I'm really looking forward to finishing this series. And this, I think, is just over 200 pages as well. Oh, excuse me, just over 300. So there's that. Okay, next I have 3 books that are short story collections. So these will help me sort of keep my motivation and keep me reading throughout the day. The first one I have is My True Love Gave to Me by Stephanie Perkins, and this is a really cute cover, but it's very hard to video. So this is a short story collection. In here are stories by Holly Black, Allie Carter, Matt De La Pena, Gail Foreman, Jenny Han, David Levithan, Kelly Link, Mira McIntyre, Stephanie Perkins, Rainbow Roll, Lainey Taylor, who is a personal favorite, Kirsten White. And it's also got mint pages. From what I understand, this is a holiday collection of stories. So that'll be nice and light. I have a lot of rather dark things. Speaking of which, George R.R. Martin's Dangerous Women. Also a short story collection about powerful women. And we have a long list of authors represented here. I'm not going to read them all off because I can imagine that would get very boring very quickly, but most notable, Joe Abercrombie, Jim Butcher, Carrie Vaughn, Brandon Sanderson, Lev Grossman, Diana Gabaldon, and of course, George R.R. Martin. Game of Thrones. It's Game of Thrones weekend. Need some Game of Thrones in my day. Okay, next, let's just go ahead and get a little bit darker. Stephen King, The Bazaar of Bad Dreams. This is his most recent collection of short stories, and I've never read any of these from Stephen King, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this. Just a collection of short horror stories. Can't go wrong with that. Those will definitely keep me on the edge of my seat. Particularly, I'm thinking I'm going to save this until tomorrow evening when things get dark. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. So, Bazaar of Bad Dreams. And I've also got something purely for nostalgic purposes. I have the illustrated version of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I've read this book, the actual book 1,000 times. But I think that this will be fun to read the illustrated version. Some cool pictures in here. Very much looking forward to that. As I said, I'm also reserving the right to raid my shelves if I like. I also have an audiobook. I have a couple, one of which I'm in the middle of, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So I will probably be working through that still tomorrow. I also have Allegiant by Veronica Roth on audio. So I will be getting into those audiobooks when I feel like crafting and taking a break from the physical pages. With that, that's really all I've got for you here today. I will see you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.